Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 101 Dalmatians challenge here in The Sims 3 with all expansion packs and quite a bit of custom content. And we're finally here, you guys! After several days of having the time of her life sniffing around at all of these new earth smells and poking around and visiting with all of the new stray dogs that have come to join our pet rescue, including sassy little Vinegar the stray, so he's having a good time. Look at the tiny little guy! He's having the time of his life. And look at this tiny puppy. And then he comes over, he stares down this big ball, and then he gathers up all of his little energy and boink! Look at that! Oh my gosh! That's just so cute. I have been enjoying watching him kick at this ball, or I guess headbutt the ball, for quite some time now. It's just adorable. Ah, look at him go! That's so cute! Oh my gosh. And hopefully he and Dove can get along together. It looks like Dove does want to sniff at Vinegar the new stray, but they're— oh my gosh, look at his little eyes! You're so cute! Oh, I love that! That's just he's gonna get the ball. He's gonna get the ball, you guys. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. But yes, so the pet rescue we will have to spend time working on in the future. And as you guys know by now, the pet rescue as the 101 Dalmatians challenge part is not related to that. The pet rescue is independent. It's Terry and Tish's kind of pet project, no pun intended, where they're sort of using the family funds to try to better the world by taking care of a whole bunch of animals here at the pet rescue. We need to work on that in a little bit. We need to work on Rye and Vinegar and Dove. There are 3 stray animals who we're trying to take good care of and raise their lifetime happiness points. And when we raise their lifetime happiness points high enough, we'll be able to give them all sorts of wonderful rewards. And I guess the more rewards we can give them before they are adopted out, the better. So that would be really fun. What's Gardener's Delight for a horse? Make your box stalls as eco-friendly as possible. Fertilizer from box stalls is used by this horse is always of the highest quality. I think Tisha would love that. Tisha is our little resident gardener too. But we're going to work on these stray animals later. For now, we're working on the actual 101 Dalmatians part of the challenge. And to do that, we are trying to train Nissa up. So let me actually turn back on the headline effects so we can see. I think you can see how much progress the dogs make, but actually now that I think about it, I don't think it gives you like a skill meter to see how far up the dogs are on learning. But we just spent a few days working really hard with Nissa so that she could gain the super smart pet trait, which allows her to learn skills much faster, and it makes praising and scolding her much more effective for teaching behaviors. And I'm so excited because we need to get her fully trained up and hopefully pregnant from Basil, our home Dalmatian, the heir to our home Dalmatian crew, so the 101 Dalmatians heir. And let's see, how many Dalmatians? We've had all of these Dalmatians. Pongo and Perdita ended up having Basil and all of his siblings, and we kept Basil because we decided that as a liver spot Dalmatian, he was possibly the most interesting out of all 22 or so puppies that Pongo and Perdita had. And so we kept him, and he is going to be Nissa's mate, and we are going to see what kind of really cool puppies they have as soon as Nissa is fully trained. To make sure that we are not just running a puppy mill, but we're taking good care of our animals, our dogs have to be— okay, all right, stay here. Hang on. Our dogs have to be fully trained before they can have puppies, but it appears we're trying to abandon the toddler. He already had that in his life when his parents vanished and left us with this situation that we have going on over here. So Tisha the nanny, you need to stop reading on the toilet or on the tub. I don't know why, but she was reading on the tub here in the animal rescue. We're going to send her home, and then we can send Meredith off to her work in just a minute here, because Meredith does have to go to work. Meredith, I kind of want to make you set this off and like turn on whatever this prank is, but at the same time, I think she's too savvy for that. And there's little toddler Tobias, who, if you guys remember, was abandoned on the day of his birth when Roger and Anita came home, put him on the floor, and left for the vacation that they never returned from. We have had so many amazing, dramatic things happen here for this family. It's kind of amazing. All right, and let's go ahead and we'll send her off to— not to school. I want to send you off to work. So we'll send her off to work. She'll probably take it easy. She doesn't really work that hard at her job because Meredith actually does want to go and become a star. So just to kind of catch you guys up on the current plots, yes, Meredith does want to go, and she's actually been secretly thinking about leaving the family and going to the big city so she can try to become a famous movie actress and or director, because that's just what her interests are in. And then don't forget, she also has her imaginary best friend Erin, and we do need to turn Erin into a real sim, and we can turn Erin into a real sim after we get a lifetime achievement for Meredith that has to do with using her creativity. So she has to literally bring her imagination to life by bringing her imaginary friend to life, and she has to prove her creativity to do so. She has not yet had any roles for lifetime once since she was a child. I almost feel like she's almost like emotionally numbed because she lost her parents when she was a child and they just never returned. So that's kind of my theory for why she hasn't rolled any new lifetime reward or lifetime wants. And oh, what's the trait I gave her? Oh yeah, attractive, which she just naturally is. And I think that's going to help her out with star quality and things like that. But I do think we might go ahead and we might, I think somewhere around here is the option to change midlife crisis. No, to be able to change whatever her lifetime want is. I don't think it's like a super difficult thing. Change of taste. Yeah, there's definitely one that I think lets you pick a new lifetime want. I just can't remember which one it is because there's so many cool options. There it is. Change lifetime wish. So when she gets enough points, we will change her lifetime wish so that we can pick something that would involve answering creativity, and I think that's when we'll actually have her leave. But I do want to have Meredith actually leave and go to a big city and kind of start her own side series that way, and also that would reduce the number of people we have in the household, which is always helpful. And I think she's going to take little Tobias. She's very, 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 very defensive about her little brother. She really loves him. She's the one who is taking care of Tobias, kind of like literally taking him out of Tisha's hands. She's extremely protective of Tobias, loves him a lot, and really wants the best for him. So I think, and her imaginary best friend Erin really hates Tobias, so there's kind of a bit of a conflict there. But I think she wants to skip town, go to the big city, and she would try raising Tobias on her own because she feels like she's just as qualified as Terry and Tisha. She's only a little bit younger than Terry. Why can't she take Tobias? She's only taking one of them. He can have the other three and the farm and everything. So that's what we're going to do with Meredith. So she's got a big side story coming up. And she also loves a little Vinegar, so I think she's actually going to keep Vinegar the stray as her little chihuahua when she goes off into the big city. So that's what we're probably going to do. And she's very curious about Rye the horse too, so we'll have her work at that in the future. Anyway, back to training up the dog so we can get some alien puppies. We're actually going to have Tisha go ahead and we're going to have her work on, that's Lavender, her work on studying her cooking and gardening skills. But you guys, I learned something. I learned something that is going to make things with Tisha so interesting. It turns out all of these beans and all of these things I've been gathering, like the Corondo beans and all of the like herbs that you can get from the university expansion pack, you can do things with them. You can actually do things with them, you guys. I know this is going to sound so silly, but I didn't know it. Like this bean, oh, there's this bean, there's broccoli, there's lettuce, blueberry bush, cabbage plant. Oh, okay. What we need to do is we need to plant some of our mystery unknown seeds if I can, and we need to see what those turn into, because it turns out if we really want to use those herbs, they have so many properties. The Wonder Petal would allow all of the kids to learn their skills faster. The Mau bean, the Maui bean, would actually give them like a energy boost because they're always crashing before the end of the day because Terry and Tisha have to work the farm and they're up all day long and they're really exhausted. So they're usually crashing by this time of the day. They're doing pretty good today since they slept in a bit, but they're normally exhausted and they have so much to do. But it turns out those coffee beans, you can use a combination of like special coffee beans and sweetgrass to get rid of the crash that they'll have, the buzz crash they'll have. I am so excited to start looking at all of the herbs with Tisha. So she's going to start researching all of the herbs. So I need to get her inside. The girls are staying at the painting. What is this? Andrea, don't be a bit of a rump, because you don't need to snub Tisha. She's having a mood swing day. And give Rolly a flea bath. He's not our dog anymore. We don't need to worry about that. You just focus on painting Andrea. Andrea and her sisters are actually over. Painting skill overcome by a stroke of artistic brilliance. Wonderful. Andrea and her sisters, her two younger sisters, are currently over at the art center working on their painting skill right now, which is also needing to happen because we've got to get little Lyra's skills up as high as we possibly can, and hopefully this cold removed before Tuesday night, when her mother, Suas, actually needs to show up and is going to be part of the world. So, and determine whether or not Lyra should stay with the family. So there we go. I think we caught up on everything. There's just a lot going on and I'm super excited. This family, I swear, I thought it was just going to be a bunch of dog breeding and it was going to be nice and calm and easy to handle. And no, it's been utter chaos and unpredictable adventures, and it's been amazing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plant down some of these mystery seeds. And I also need to find, let's go ahead and plant some of them over here. I love Tisha's garden. There we go. And she's finally got enough skill that she can plant mystery seeds. There we go. I don't think she can plant the rare seeds, not yet. Black bean seeds. I have a lot of custom plants too that don't really do anything super fancy. The red berry seed. I think that's just like a red berry. It doesn't really do anything. Mint seed, same thing. So what we're looking for are actually the herbs from the basil does do something. So I'm going to go ahead and plant the basil. We're actually looking lavender, I think. Yeah, lavender does something. I can't remember what it does, but we're going to go ahead and plant one of the lavender. We're looking for the herbs from the university expansion pack, and those are the ones that, like cinnamon. If you eat cinnamon, then you actually are better at your romantic things. So yes. All right, we'll plant some cinnamon over here. And maybe some strawberries. Can I plant strawberries? Like maybe over here? Oh, this is going to be so cool. She's going to have just the best place. I don't remember what the cortorondo beans do, so we might actually have her eat one of those since we have so many. All right, anyway, we'll let Tisha get to work. So she's going to be working on that. Now that we're watching over little Tobias, the girls are off painting, and Terry is training the dog. And if we can get Nissa fully trained up in everything that she needs to know, then we'll be able to breed her to Basil and start having those babies ASAP. Wonderful. And Emma is improving her painting skill. That should make her happy. Oh, she wants to play tag. That is so adorably childish. Oh, it's so rare to see such a disciplined like sim as Emma actually want to spend time doing like something playful. That's adorable. And Lyra just finished her painting too. I think the girls would be feeling a little bit anxious. Okay, let's go ahead, ask about day. Let's have them play. I want to have them play tag. Let's have them play tag. They're going to go ahead and they're going to sneak away while Andrea is deeply distracted by her painting. And they're going to go play tag. Andrea, A+. That's amazing. That's so amazing. And I almost feel like we'll grab the snub Tisha just in case we get home in time to do that. It's rude, but you know, as a teenager, sometimes you make mistakes and you do things that aren't really that polite. And I could see how Tisha having to step in and kind of act like the mom to other teenagers would make the teenagers not always behave the way they should. All right, looks like the girls are off playing tag. Wonderful, they're bonding. Probably Lyra needs to have a strong family bond for her mom to want her to stay anyway. And then we'll grab the paintings the girls made later. That's so cute. We should have like an exhibition hall here in the art studio. Who are you? Oh, a barista. Interesting. We should turn one of these rooms into like a children's artwork display area. That would be really fun. All right, so let's let them go ahead and play tag for a minute. They almost never ever want to do anything this playful. So we'll let them do that. Also, this is so cool. I could see Tisha wanting some of these. Chance. Chance called you. Oh, Tisha. Okay. So on Tisha's like really exhausting family, that's Tisha's dad, who I don't think has spoken to her for like eons and years now. So I don't know what Chance wants. Like, where is he even on the list? He's a distant friend. So her father, who she hasn't really spoken with in forever, who is an irresistible, hopeless romantic who seems to be just like with different people every single time his notices pop up. Her father just called, and Tisha does now have a new new baby brother, 2 new baby brothers. I don't know how her mom managed to do it, but her mom actually had 2 boys, Alan and Dexter, like a few days apart from each other. Or maybe she had twins. I can't remember. So I think she might have had twins now that I think about it. But yeah, Alicia and Chance, Tisha's birth parents, are no longer together anymore. And she's got so many siblings now. So Alicia has had 6 kids altogether. She's currently with Dwight, and Tisha has 3 younger siblings too. So she and Terry both have 5 younger siblings, 3 of whom are like young, and 2 of whom are, or 5 siblings altogether, 2 of whom are a little older for Tisha. So yeah. Man, I can't wait. I'm working on the simpler stuff in the background, you guys, so I can make these family trees. I'm going to get family trees for all of our Sims set up so that you guys can understand what the relationship is. And there'll be bios and links to like behind the scene pictures. I'm working really hard because I love our Sim series, and I'm going to make sure that it's easy to dive in and out and understand what's happening. And speaking of family trees though, come on, Nissa. Okay, we've got to get some lights over here now that we're actually over here. Just really quickly, because I realize there's no way I can see anything. Oh no, outdoor lights, quick. Outdoor lights. What are we going to use? Ooh, there's a like skull we could decorate for Halloween. Oh, the hanging lantern is kind of cute. Let's see, what else do we have? Libra lamp, eh? Oh wow, there's a lot of like outdoor. Whoa, there's some fancy pants outdoor lamp post. This is kind of interesting. I've never really looked over these before, so I didn't know there were ones that were so fancy. A searchlight? That's hilarious. All right. Yeah, there's some really cute fancy ones. All right. We don't need anything too hoity-toity, but at the same time, it would be really nice. Oh, wow. It would be really nice to have something that looked real good for this area. Actual street lamp. But I think we'll go with the hanging lanterns, because they look like something you could probably find at a farmyard. And let's see. Oh, that one turned out pretty good. Green, yay! All right, so we'll put down a few of these hanging lanterns just so when we are actually here at night, we can see what's going on. And plus, I guess it's a security thing too. You do want to make sure that like the security of the perimeter is established. All right. And we'll put in a few lanterns just kind of tucked along the side. And I'll probably swap some of these out in the future for something a little bit more attractive. Like, do I have any of the lights that will go up on the fences? We'll look into that in the future. All right, so yeah, we'll probably want to mess around with the outdoor lights. And let's see, cobblestone. Oh, cobblestone fence light. Does that go on the fence? It doesn't go. Oh, it does. But it sits on it kind of funky. That's interesting. Well, we can put a couple up just because. That's better than nothing, I guess. And then we can come over. Wow, see what I mean? You go from like normal to like super fancy details really quickly in this game. It's pretty amazing. The dependable little light. Does this go on the ground though? No. What are you doing over here? You're a wall light. And then step lights, classic torches, pod lamps. Then these little glowy things. There are these little garden lamps though. They're kind of cute. Wow, okay, so it's kind of funny. Like almost 2 years of playing Sims 3 now, and I'm still finding so much. That's what I get for having gotten into the series like after it was a thing. So you get to dive in and all the mods are done and all of the objects are there. It's really cool. All right, anyway, back to Nissa. A few of these lamps are better than none, I guess. And then where are the other animals? They're having a good time. Wonderful. And somebody is really curious. So yeah, they're wandering around. Vinegar, oh, he's headed inside. Oh gosh, he's so cute. And he's got his little bedroom over here. So this is where we keep the strayed animals. And then back home is where we keep the Dalmatians. And actually Basil, Pongo, Perdita. Okay, they're all tired. Oh well, we're gonna just keep focusing over here. Hey Dove, come on. Come on, Nissa. Really, it's going to be like endless training until she can learn all of her skills. She only has like 3 skills left. I'm pretty sure. No, dang it, she has 4 skills left. But we have access to Play Dead, which we didn't before. So that means she must be really close to learning this skill. So we're just going to hold in there. Hang in there, you guys. You can do it. Also, 8 p.m. is a pretty good time to come home, girls. So we might send the girls home pretty soon. I'll wait until Andrea finishes this painting because I think she's kind of like in the zone. You know how our artist can get into a zone. So I think she's kind of in a zone and doesn't really notice that her sisters are way out here just playing outside. Oh, this is so cute. Look at them playing tag in front of the art center and just like running around in the flowers together. Oh, you know what? I think that Emma and Lyra may end up to be a lot closer. That's so cute. A lot closer than the others. So why don't we have them chit chat for a minute? I very rarely actually get them a chance to actually get to talk and stuff like that. How about share secrets? Or how about yeah, they're half sisters. Friendly. How about share secret? We'll have Lyra share secret. Maybe about being nervous that her mom might come and take her away. And that she'll be taken away from the only home she's ever known if things don't turn out right. I could see them bonding over that a lot, actually. And then we'll have Emma go ahead. What? 248 Semilonians. You're gonna make it pretty fair for yourself, Andrea. You'll be good. And then I think that we'll have you compliment. And then I wonder, maybe share a secret back. Playing pretend is so much fun, is what Lyra said. And then Emma complimented her half sister. Yeah, I think that they would get really, I think they'd be very close. So we'll let them kind of hang out for a little bit. Doing well in school is really important. Emma, of course you would have gossip that says doing well in school is really important. I am not surprised, Emma. I am not surprised. She's such a disciplined child. I guess that's just her view of the world, eh? All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and take this painting. And can we take those two? Yeah, we'll have her gather up all of her siblings' paintings. And then we'll send the girls home. They can turn in their homework and do all of those things. Don't ask why chickens cross the road. I guess Tisha needs to go talk to the chickens for a little bit. We'll feed them and harvest the eggs. Because I think that she needed to clear her head after talking with her dad. And then I'm going to have her come over and tend the garden. And Tobias is totally fine. He's just playing with his toys. It's a good thing that this family is pretty laid back with the kids. And then Meredith just left work. No idea what she wants to do next. Seems like mostly hanging out with Tobias, so we'll send her home too. All right, come on, Nissa. I know you need to use the restroom, but you need to like gain these skills. Yes, she learned to speak. She learned to speak, you guys. We're one skill down. All right, I know that took a little while. And now Terry's having to sidestep poor Nissa, like peeing right in front of him. And we're going to have him go ahead. Affection, feed, treat. Affection, rub her belly. We're going to give her a good brush in. We're going to feed her another treat. And then we're going to go and... Nissa, come on. Talk to... Do we not have a very good relationship with her? Nissa, come on, girl. You're a good girl. All right, and then reinforcement, praise for it being neat. And then we're going to go ahead and start teaching her to shake because we've got one day left, more or less. We have Sunday night and then we have Monday. And if we can get Nissa fully trained and hopefully pregnant with puppies before Tuesday, that'd be fantastic. And Lyra hopefully will be over her illness by then. And hopefully will be a little bit higher on her painting levels, which brings me back to Tisha and the herbs that Tisha is going to study. So tomorrow, I think we'll send Tisha to the grocery store. She might take one or two of the kids with her as well. And then she's probably going to pick up some wonder petals. So I think she's done some research into like the way different plants can affect like Sims diets and the way different plants can make you feel a little bit better than others. I know for a fact this girl loves honey. She is always drinking the honey when she manages to harvest up from the honeybees. So I think she's going to start a little herb garden specifically to start gathering things like the wonder petals, gathering the coffee beans that are really useful. I think she's going to start making sure that like the kids have wonder petals in their breakfast every morning. So we'll have to see how that works. I'm not sure if you're supposed to actually eat like the raw. Tobias! Oh, just a fussy baby. Is it because you see your favorite person's home? Oh, he just started crying. That's just like a kid. He started crying just as Meredith got home. So Meredith is going to think, just like what happens when you babysit kids, Meredith is going to think that everybody was neglecting Tobias and she's going to have lots of angry things to say about that. So Meredith just loves Tobias, and she just doesn't want to put up with everybody being cruel to her little Tobias. So, all right. And Andrea, under siege and org powered. Oh, and Andrea wanted to pick up Tobias, but her sister got there first, and she doesn't want to write another book, which I'm saying is like she's an illustrator, maybe like a children's book author illustrator or something like that. I'm still playing with that. That's kind of the idea we had for her, but she's so young that it's still sort of like stepping back and letting Andrea develop her own personality. So I'll let her go ahead and read. That's fine. And then what is our little Vinegar doing? Vinegar, there's food here. You can eat it. I'm going to make Vinegar wake up and eat. Come here, Vinegar. All right, come eat from the bowl. And then I'm going to make Vinegar go ahead and go to sleep in Vinegar's little spot. That's his. We need to have him claim it. And then Dove is sleeping outside. That's fine. Otherwise, Dove can just sleep in that one. So yeah, looks like the stray animals are starting to realize like how they're supposed to stay. Look at that. Rye is headed over to his area in the barn. They're realizing how they're supposed to stay kind of in this zone, which is a good thing. Also, it looks like I need to add in some lights for the barn. So we might do that as like the final thing for the day. We're still doing okay on funds, but if we could probably find like one more Tiberium. Hey, why aren't these lights working? There are lights in here. I knew I did a little bit better by like all the animals than just not lighting the place up. All right, well, maybe if I can get a wall lamp up, I can figure out what the heck is going on. All right, we'll put a couple of these up, and then maybe I just need to turn on like the whole room. Can I do that? All right, auto lights, this room, turn off this room, turn on this room. There we go. That did it. All right, there you go. You can go ahead and come over and nap now, Rye. I wonder if you can put things down. Like, are you supposed to put things down on the bottom of a horse's stable box? I'm not sure. But he's enjoying his selection. He's got 4 stable boxes to choose from, and he gets to relax in this one. So go ahead and rest well, my little friend. All right, and then Nissa's training is going to go on and on until Terry just can't handle it anymore. And I'm pretty excited because I think Tisha, once she gets going on working with all of the different herbs, I think she'll really be able to help the family out quite a bit. And speaking of helping the family out quite a bit, I need to grab Terry and make him upgrade the sprinkler so that they'll do the automatic work. Because otherwise Tisha's just going to exhaust herself and she's going to run herself into the ground trying to take care of the garden. Oh my goodness. Is somebody crying? Oh, no, you're not crying. Okay, good. Yeah, there we go. Send a text to Jared. That's interesting. All right, well, we'll work on that. And yeah, like I said, I think when Meredith manages to change her lifetime wish, we just might see her, Tobias, and Vinegar skipping town. So we're going to have to look into that. All right, you guys, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.